For those with a passion for the sea, who seek to discover what lies beneath, comes the opportunity of a lifetime to explore the underwater paradise on board the Ocean Adventurer. Each episode, Captain David De Villiers and his crew, first mate Roddy Torr and international freedivers Hanli, Prinsloo and Peter Marshall meet up with an adventurer on a personal quest to investigate unparalleled biodiversity and wildlife in the unique marine ecosystem at the spiritual southernmost tip of Africa. The Cape of Storms is surrounded by hidden reefs and formidable seas. It's a place where legends are born, where mariners share tales of ghostly ships crewed by tormented sailors. But for the Ocean Adventurer and her intrepid crew, it is the place to get closer than ever before to the animals of the deep. It's the place for full immersion and daring escapades. It's the ultimate playground. All aboard the Ocean Adventurer. Facing unpredictable elements and rough seas to get our explorers closer to their dreams is the crew of this 82-foot catamaran. At the helm is Captain David De Villiers.
As a young adult, I started sailing, and I've effectively sailed around the world 6 times if you add up all the little bits and pieces. I grew up here in the Cape of Storms. It's been my playground since I was just a wee little guy. All my free time when I was a child was spent on the beaches, in the water, and it's seen me through right throughout my adult years. Ocean Adventure is all about taking what I've gained from the ocean over all the years and finding ways to share that with other people, getting them to experience that. You know, that's my driving passion.
Second in command and first mate on the Ocean Adventurer, Roddy Torr.
I've known Roddy from our teenage years. All our school holidays were spent surfing up the west coast of South Africa and diving for crayfish and living like off the land. He's always the perfect partner and first mate for any adventure because he's up for anything, and he always brings bucket loads of enthusiasm for everything he does. And what more can you ask for in a partner in crime for an ocean adventure?
I got my first surfboard, I think I was 7 years old, and ever since then I've had a passion for the sea. In any form, every day of the week I try to get into the sea if possible. I have complete faith in David. He's an amazing skipper. He is one of the calmest people I've ever met. In fact, I think if his heart got any slower, he might stop breathing. He's really an amazing guy to be around. He's got a really calming influence on everyone around him. So I trust him completely. I trust him with my life.
Meet our adventurer, American-born marine biologist Erica. For the past 11 years, she's researched the smallest life forms in the ocean, phytoplankton.
Phytoplankton, like most people don't even know what they are, and they're so tiny you can't even see them, but yet they're the building block for this food chain where it's phytoplankton, the zooplankton eat the phytoplankton, the fish eat the zooplankton, and on up the food chain till you get to whales and sharks and turtles and seals and all these amazing creatures that people are connected to. You've had enough?
But over the last couple of years, life has taken over and she's been drawn away from her passion, the ocean.
I've spent a lot of time being a mom. And the days are just full and busy, and Yeah, there's not a lot of time, like free time, to go out and get in the sea, to go for a surf, to go diving, to do those kinds of things. It just changes my whole day if I can get into the sea, on the opportunities that I have and the moments that I have to myself to be able to do that. It just totally resets everything and to me makes it all worthwhile in a way.
Erica has one big dream. She wants to swim with whales.
I have a deep love for humpbacks, and they're here. They come right past here to go to their breeding grounds, and they've spent time in Antarctica. Obviously, they go there to feed to the Southern Ocean. They come up the East Coast and the West Coast here, making their way to their breeding grounds. So they're definitely here, and from what I understand, they're showing up earlier in the season and staying longer in the season. So I think there's a good chance we might see one.
Erica can think of no better person to help her realize those dreams than old friend David.
Grab a seat.
As you know, I've been studying phytoplankton and everybody at the bottom of the food chain for a long time, but I've never spent much time with whales. I've come close a few times and seen a lot from the surface, but I've never been underwater with a whale.
The best way to get you really close to a whale is on freediving. We'll start you off nice and slow. We'll probably start you off at Seal Island, shallow water dive. Some beautiful, crazy animals around that are very playful. And we'll be able to assess your level, where you're at. And once we're confident that you're comfortable, we're going to get you close and personal.
It would be amazing.
I'm going to take you on an incredible ocean adventure. I've got a great team, great boat. And we're going to make this happen for you. So go get your gear, and I'll meet you at the boat.
Okay, cool. Can't believe it.
Hey, Erica.
I'm a little skeptical.
Grab your gear for me.
Because it seems like a very tall order. I don't know what to say about it. Actually, I can't believe it's true, really.
Swing bridge, Ocean Adventurer 2, Ocean Adventurer 2, stop there, over. When Erica first came to me with her adventure, I thought it was going to be a real challenge. It's very late in the season. A lot of whales have already started their migration up the east coast of South Africa, but no, we're up for it.
Integral to the Ocean Adventurer crew is South African freediving record holder and ocean conservationist Hanli Prinsloo, who will guide our explorers safely into the depths of the ocean.
I believe that freediving is the purest way to explore the ocean, and I love the ocean. I love everything that is beneath the waves, and when you take one breath and go down, a whole world opens up for you, and I think it's the most beautiful part of the world. The human body is incredibly adapted for being underwater, and the mammalian dive response is what happens to the human body when we get in the water. The second your face touches the water, your heart rate slows down. And slowly, slowly, we turn into a diving mammal, able to spend more time underwater freediving.
Peter Marshall is an American world champion swimmer. Hanli and Peter were brought together by a shared love for freediving and the ocean.
My swimming career was a very controlled experience. So we'd jump in a very chlorinated pool, we'd swim back and forth on a black line, and we'd get out the same place where we got in. And as I've transitioned away from the pool into the ocean, it's been a really eye-opening experience. I just love getting in the water with the big waves, the big animals, and putting years and years of swimming experience to a really good use.
Hanli and Peter are great to have on the team. They bring so much professionalism with them, and it brings a lot of confidence to the guys that we're introducing to the environment, that they know they've got this incredible team surrounding them.
This mission will set sail from Cape Town's historic harbour, which is situated on the foothills of the iconic Table Mountain, with its near-vertical cliffs towering over 1,000 meters. As long ago as the 1650s, Cape Town was used as a refueling station for naval vessels en route to reach the Dutch East Indies. But with its treacherous coastline, notorious for shipwrecks, it developed a fearsome reputation among sailors, who dubbed it the Cape of Storms. The team have time for a breakfast briefing before they begin the training for Erica's challenge.
Guys, Erica is very keen for us to take her to get in the water with some humpback whales.
Awesome.
Yeah, what do you guys think?
That's incredible.
Yeah.
You ready for this?
As long as we can go with her.
Have you dived with whales before?
No, never.
First time?
First time. But what do you think the chances are that we'd actually come across the humpback this time of year?
The chances of finding the whales are good. We're in touch with Fishing Fleet, and they've seen whales at Dustin Island within the last week. The interesting thing is that we're seeing whales the whole year round in the Cape. So the seasons, as they were defined, have now actually shifted.
I know with the humpbacks, they've been arriving earlier, so they feed in the summertime in Antarctica and then come to breed in warmer waters, and that they've been making that movement sooner in the year than they were previously.
Part of the job is to manage your expectations, and getting close to a whale can be tricky. There's a lot of searching, a lot of waiting, and when you do come across a whale, it can be so quick.
Yeah.
So if we're lucky, we get what we call a player, which is a whale that's curious and he wants to interact with us, but more often than not, you will get quite a fleeting interaction with a whale.
Yeah. Yeah.
When it comes to your freediving, I think that will definitely get you in the water with some smaller animals, preparing you for that, exactly, and shallower water, preparing you for the humpback, and then I think you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'm just so confident.
Absolutely.
We'll get you warmed up with the playful ones. They'll be all around you, and then we'll take you to the ones that are a little bit more
Aloof.
Yeah.
When last have you been freediving?
It's been about 6-7 years.
Wow, so you're jumping straight in the deep end.
To say the least.
Well, there's nothing to inspire one for freediving like whales.
Yeah.
Dacre Island, known to locals as Seal Island, has a thriving Cape fur seal colony. These marine mammals are a popular snack of the ocean's apex predator.
At first, it's like the idea of going to snorkel at Seal Island seems completely wrong to me. It's like, why would anyone do that? Because they're the natural prey of great white sharks, and there's a huge population of great white sharks in False Bay and all around. And so to be going to snorkel, which sounds like such a pleasurable thing, with seals, it just seems like a contradiction.
Fur seals are some of my favorite animals in the world to swim with because they are so playful. So something to be aware of is when we get in here, they will come right up to you. So there's no need to swim towards a seal, they will be swimming towards you. And they often get really curious, stick their faces right in your face. Sometimes they open their mouths, but it's more a playful or a communication thing. It's not an aggression thing, so don't worry about that. If we do feel that some of the seals are starting to behave oddly, we'll get out the water, but it's very unlikely, and I've never experienced it, so I think we'll have a really, really fun time. So once we get in the water, make sure you've got your weight belt on your hips and not in your waist, so you can still breathe into your stomach, and just focus on that deep, slow breathing into your belly, focusing on the exhalation, slowing down the heart rate, and then when you're ready to go, big breath, stomach, chest, shoulders, snorkel out, and then we go down. And it's really shallow around here, so you shouldn't have any problems with equalization. But just remember, if you haven't been diving for a while, for the first few dives, only focus on equalization. Equalize every meter or so. Especially in cold water, one tends to forget when there's so much going on. Let's get in the water. Okay.
I'm a little bit nervous, mostly excited. Working on my belly breath, deep belly breathing.
You'll be fine. What we're going to do is Peter and I are going to take you on this dive, and I'm going to go down with you, and Peter's going to do some surface checking for us.
Yeah.
So when we come up, we just see that he's above us.
Yeah.
Usually when we free dive, we do buddy system, where one goes down, then the other, then the other.
Okay.
So you and I are
alternate.
both buddy diving with
down.
Peter.
Okay.
Just hold on a sec. I think your mask is on the outside of your wetsuit. There we go.
Cool.
Feel good? Ready.
Rock and roll. My hands are freezing.
It's so cold.
So cold.
Hanli is in her element. However, Erica is a little more tentative.
I love the kelp forest and I love that environment, but I've only seen like a seal here or there, not any mass number of seals. So to actually go down, be in the kelp forest, and to have all of these seals around is just absolutely mind-blowing. It was lovely.
This ocean adventurer is as playful as the animals she's swimming with.
That's amazing!
How cute are the pups?
Right up to you.
So cool.
They're just as curious in a way as we are, and you see that and you feel that. I love water of all sorts, but it's quite comforting to be able to see the bottom and have that orientation, because it's different when you're in deep water.
It doesn't take long for Erica's confidence to grow. But there's no competing with Hanli, the water baby.
I definitely think you've mastered the seals. You think you're ready for something bigger?
Yes!
Yay!
I'm very pleased with her after the seal dive. I could see she's comfortable in the water. She was not afraid around the mammals. And the best of all was seeing her come out of the water, the smile on her face. You know, and that is exactly why we do what we do. I know that those experiences are burned into your memory and they'll last forever.
That was awesome!
Very cool, huh?
Yeah, so sweet.
They're so agile, they're so maneuverable. You know, come right up to you, give you a bit of a mock charge.
They're incredible. It's amazing how much they're watching you just as much as you're watching them.
Yeah.
And their eyes are amazing underwater, hey?
Yeah, massive discs,
Yeah,
eh?
they're massive and they look like alien eyes. Well, I was definitely nervous before I got in because it's been a while. And once I was in and actually could hold my breath for longer than 10 seconds, it's amazing to be able to manage your own body and learn more about your own body. It's like within 3 minutes of being down, I was like, okay, you just want to stay and stay and stay.
And did you see a lot of the zooplankton? Tiny little shrimps, swarms and swarms of little guys.
But I saw the little purpley gray brown ones swimming around. Everything, it's so productive because of that nutrient-rich water that's upwelled from, I mean, it's 10 degrees because it's coming up from the deep, and it's just beautiful. It makes for such a beautiful environment. these guys
It's so cool,
launching out of the water.
I hardly saw one bull, but it's not uncommon because you'd often have 50 females to one bull.
To one bull. I was going to
He'll
say, I
keep a little
wouldn't
harem
have
of
thought
females.
that there was too many males there, but
Yeah,
I mean, they're much bigger, aren't they?
yeah, much bigger. We'll see a couple of bulls are sitting on the island. So could you distinguish between males and females?
No, I couldn't get over my breath enough.
Cape fur seals are a protected species within South African waters. They have specially adapted eyes and whiskers that provide them with the tools they need to maneuver through their natural kelp habitat. The prey of great white sharks, seals are themselves carnivorous, feeding on a diet of fish such as hake and anchovies, as well as crustaceans and cephalopods like squid and octopus. Here in the kelp forest, the seals are spoilt for choice. This ecosystem is also an important coastal habitat for tiny crustaceans called zooplankton, a key food source for filter feeders like whales. Plankton is a diverse group of microorganisms that drift through the oceans. They range from, amongst others, algae, bacteria, small crustaceans, and the eggs and larvae of bigger animals. Despite their small size, they play an important role as the main food source for whales. Plankton, like all marine species, are threatened by climate change and are at the mercy of rising sea temperatures and the acidification of the ocean.
Definitely got some weather coming.
Yeah, this is all prefrontal cloud. Very interesting clouds there. High cirrus clouds over there. Tell us, how important globally is plankton?
It's everything.
It is everything, isn't it?
It is everything. It's the base of the food chain, and it's also the majority of the oxygen in the world.
It's about 50% of the world's oxygen gets created by plankton.
Yeah, they use carbon dioxide in the process of photosynthesis in order to grow, and the end product, what they produce, is oxygen. The water's starting to go a bit green, so there's obviously more phytoplankton in the water.
Yeah, I
noticed.
I noticed that, and it's good for whales, but not so good for the visibility.
Yeah.
But hopefully, if we go a little bit further off the coast, we might find cleaner water.
It's these microorganisms that are responsible for drawing hundreds of whales into the coastal waters surrounding Cape Town. And despite their size, the ocean is a vast space in which these mega mammals can hide. Piecing together the clues, David and the ocean adventurer push on in hot pursuit.
So I know the ocean is huge, but we've got nice big whales. But even still, how are we going to go about finding them?
Well, we have a lot of working knowledge of this area, and we know from experience that they generally between Robben Island and Dussin Island, which is a little bit further north. And you can see on the chart here, there's a drop-off area where it goes from shallower water to much deeper water. So the coastal winds blow offshore in this area, and as they move the top surface layers of the water away, you get all that cold, nutrient-rich water that comes to the surface along here.
Yeah, so then the phytoplankton will be going off there and bringing the krill and the zooplankton and then the whales.
So hopefully we can find an area where they are feeding and slightly further offshore, but cleaner water. And that'll be the best conditions for our interaction.
Okay.
Now the real mission begins, to get Erica in the water with a humpback whale.
You know, there's a huge difference between stepping off a boat in a kelp forest and chucking someone off a boat, open ocean, next to a massive mammal. And yeah, I mean, everyone will tell you the first time, you know, they're scared. They got their hearts in their throats. And you really don't know what to expect. It's 2 clicks to starboard, 1.5 miles.
And just hours after setting sail from Seal Island, the team happen on a little bit of luck.
I saw a whale blow. It's probably about 1/2 mile this way. The plume came out in 2, so there could be a southern right whale.
I'm gonna get Erica. Erica!
Erica!
But it takes more than luck to get in the water with a whale. It takes perfect timing, and Erica needs to get suited up quickly if she doesn't want this opportunity to pass her by.
So Erica, just remember when we get in and we're freediving, try to focus on the deep, slow breathing, and then just remember to pop your snorkel out before you go down. And no breathing out, ever. Come to the surface and then breathe. Are you nervous about the freediving stuff or the animal interactions?
I think I'm more nervous about the freediving stuff than the animal interaction.
Okay.
And I actually feel like the animal interaction will help me with the freediving stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It'll give you something to focus on for sure.
For her first encounter, it's a lot to take in. With the nerves creeping in, the girls take a minute and head to the bow to get a better look at exactly what Erica's letting herself in for.
Beautiful.
This is early southern right season. Well, about a month ago, we had a massive plankton bloom here that went into red tide.
That's right.
There we had about 40, probably 40, 50 southern rights in the bay for 2 to 3 weeks. So they definitely, no, here, table bass. They're definitely here to feed, you know.
Sheesh. Okay, there they are, guys.
All right, guys.
Let's get in the water.
This is the time to go.
Check it out. Sick, huh? Are you
Hello! Captain David. And neutral door.
Here he is, here he is.
Got a surface right on the port bow.
Yay!
How cool is that?
But no sooner have the team gone to grab masks and fins than the whale decides to dive into the deep.
Oh, that was amazing. So close.
Totally checking us out, huh?
I love it when you can hear them breathing like that. It's the most incredible sound.
They're going to have to wait for the whale to surface before they can try again. Southern right whales are one of 3 species of right whales, and as their name suggests, are found in the southern oceans. After feeding in the waters around Antarctica, the whales migrate towards the equator to mate and breed. It is during this period that they're a common sight along the Cape. Their broad back without a dorsal fin, their enormous head, up to a quarter of their body length and covered in distinctive callosities, and a unique V-shaped blow make them easy to distinguish from other cetacean species. The diving whale has given David and Roddy time to kit up and a chance for them to get in on the action. All eyes are on the surface, watching, waiting. That perfect moment.
Diving open ocean has its own risks associated with it, as does any freediving exercise. You know, the freediving that we do here is perhaps not as dangerous as diving deep, but you know, we're asking people to do quite an extreme physical challenge.
David and Roddy are primed and ready, so as soon as they see that whale blow, there's no stopping them. The chase is on. However, Erica's lagging way behind. It looks like nerves may be getting the better of her.
When we saw the southern right whales, I think it was that moment of adrenaline for me, actually, because it suddenly became very real that here we are, there's whales in the water, and I'm going to be potentially getting in with them any moment now.
But when it comes to making those in-water encounters happen, there's no room for delay. Every second wasted increases the chance of losing that window of opportunity.
And there she goes.
After frantic preparation, Erica's hopes are dashed as the whale dives once again out of sight. With an ability to stay underwater for up to 30 minutes, there's no sign of the whale resurfacing, and this chance has passed our ocean adventurer by. Even David and Roddy, who sped ahead, only managed to catch a glimpse on this occasion. It's been a long day, with ups and downs, but the team remains determined to continue their mission and help Erica realize her goal of swimming with humpback whales.
What a beautiful end to the day. It's very hard to believe tomorrow it's going to be unplayable out here. 35 knots of breeze, big swell, so hunker down for the night. But that's the Cape of Storms.
That's the Cape of Storms, yeah. Raging the one day and calm the next.
Oh, you wouldn't think it looking at this, eh?
Yeah, what a beautiful day though. It's been absolutely spectacular.
The Cape of Good Hope is known for its turbulent weather. It has claimed up to 3,000 vessels and innumerable lives. The earliest record of wrecks date back as far as the 1500s. The weather has cleared and the ocean adventurer has set sail once again. David has invited expert Justin Friedman on board to give Erica and the crew a deeper insight into the world of the humpback whale. His field of study is biomimicry, which brings together the genius of nature with innovation and technology.
Erica, you've met Justin. Justin, Erica.
Hi.
Justin at the moment is very involved with Biomimicry SA, and we're hoping he's going to share some interesting facts, fun facts about biomimicry and about humpback whales if we see them.
If we see them.
Well,
I thought you were the man to take us to the whales.
If they're here, we're going to find them. We'll find them.
As the day draws to a close, they're running out of time to find a humpback whale and grant Erica her wish. Close to the shores of Dasson Island, the crew spot a humpback whale. It is thought tail-slapping behavior is used as a means of communication between whales, with sound traveling for miles through the water. It could also be a sign of aggression towards other males when competing for the attention of a female. This behavior is often repetitive and means that diving with the whale is off the cards.
There is an element of danger with diving with massive marine mammals. We do have certain rules which we apply to, so if the visibility is below a certain level, we will not dive. And if the whale is behaving in a certain way, we certainly will not get in the water with it.
Even though Erica is disappointed, Justin is thrilled by this spectacle of nature.
So Justin, you're a biomimicry expert. Tell me what that actually means.
Biomimicry is about looking to the genius of nature in order to solve human challenges. And it's learning from nature, not about nature.
Gotcha. So for instance, what's an example of what that looks like for us? Way for us to understand this.
Well, this is the greatest example right here. We have a humpback whale. Look at that thing.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, you know, it's like a double-decker bus. And how do you move a double-decker bus underwater? With such agility, such dexterity. And if we look close enough, we can see on the leading edge of the whale fin, there are these little humps. They're called tubercles.
Okay.
Right? And that allows it to turn so efficiently. Think of it as we're trying to cut through the water right now.
Right.
Right? So the serration allows it to cut in two ways. The one is that with a normal cut, you get this little flurry of vortices in the water.
Right.
And that creates resistance.
Okay.
The moment you put those tubercles in, the water can just stream right through it. And so you reduce the overall friction and you reduce the drag. So for example, the biomimics will take that design, that geometry, that pattern, and see how they can imitate it when it's used, for example, on wind turbines. It's up to 30% more efficient. And on aeroplanes, the estimation it could be between 30 to 40% more efficient.
Incredible. Nature's got some answers for us if we know where to look.
Yeah, and nature's been doing it for almost 4 billion years. Yeah.
The humpback derives its name from the pronounced hump at the leading edge of its dorsal fin and the high humping action as it dives down. They're found in all the world's oceans, spending summer months feeding in polar regions, migrating thousands of kilometers each year to tropical waters to mate and calve. Humpbacks are known for their distinctive and complex whale song that can travel miles through the open ocean. Their long pectoral fins, which reach up to 1/3 of their body length, have lumps along the leading edge, which give the humpback its impressive maneuverability and set them apart from other cetacean species. They're the longest appendages of any living animal on land or in the sea. This encounter may be thrilling to watch, but the clock is ticking and the ocean adventurer needs to keep moving. Time is running out for David to accomplish his mission of actually getting Erica into the water with a humpback whale. David's decades of experience in this marine environment means that he's finally guided his team to the spot where all the elements have fallen into place. It really is the last chance for Erica. Hanli has given her the confidence to get in the water despite the rough conditions. And David has decided that the best way to maximize their chances will be for he and Erica to go it alone. As captain of this mission, the responsibility lies with him to deliver the up-close and personal experience he has promised his adventurer. Keeping the numbers to a minimum increases the chance that Erica will get the interaction she's been dreaming of. As he always suspected, Dawson Island is the place where Erica has the best chance of realizing her dream.
How cold do you think the water is? What do you think the temperature is?
Judging by the air above the water, I'd say it's probably between 10 and 12 degrees. Not warm.
Maybe it'll be better than we think.
Let's hope so. And it'll probably be, visibility is probably about 5 meters. So we'll be really have to get nice and close to the whale to be able to see it.
Cool.
But it's very much trial and error, so let's see how we go.
Yeah.
There she is. Look.
Ah,
Right
ahead,
there,
yes.
right there. The little
I
one.
see
She
her.
just breathed in right there. Go.
And the chase is on.
Oh my gosh! It just went down and you can see the footprint. Look.
Oh, yes,
There.
I see
See
it.
the footprint coming up.
Perfect.
So cool.
What does that mean though? Does that not mean it's sounding? Or
It
is
just means that it's gone underwater and not necessarily very deep. It wasn't a very big footprint. If they do a really big kick, then you see that upwelling that makes the footprint.
Yeah.
But I mean, she's
Okay,
a little
so-
whale, can't go very deep.
It's not going to go far.
We shouldn't wedge him between the two boats. Oh, here we go. Who's ready?
I'm ready.
So they're going to have to try and swim really hard to keep up with the humpback.
Not at all, actually. With humpbacks particularly, they're very, very curious.
Oh, really?
So if they're
Okay.
just in the right position that the whale can pick up their presence, it'll either interact with them or not.
There it blows again.
Yeah,
Right in front
they're
of them.
right in the right place now.
Spotting the whale is one thing, but getting Erica that close underwater encounter is out of David's hands. Any interaction will be up to the whale.
Too far.
So frustrating.
I know, it's really frustrating, and at times it seems almost like you're never going to get there, but hang in there, we will get there.
Yeah.
We are totally at their mercy, we're in their turf, so when they're ready, they're going to come to us.
Yeah.
It's a pure numbers game. Effort gets rewarded, so if you're up for it, let's keep trying.
Keep at it.
So Erica and David keep trying and trying and trying.
Chasing whales, it can be exhausting. You can see by the 15th or 20th time that they've bailed off the boat, sat in the water, got back in the boat, moved position. They've done it repetitively. It does start to wear a bit thin, but that's the way that it is.
Oh, here he is, here he is. Okay. Wait.
Yeah, Erica did not realize how cold she was. She was so focused on the marine life around her, and suddenly she realized, oh my word, I'm cold.
It's really cold, and they're so fast. They move off so quickly, and you think you're going to see this animal and this experience is going to happen, and then it doesn't. And you start to get tired and cold, and yet there's this energy there because you're so excited and you're anticipating this experience.
There it is, coming up right in front of them.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh, they're so close.
Looks like they're in the perfect spot.
Oh my gosh.
She's on, she's definitely on.
And finally, the moment she's been waiting for.
Swim, Erica.
Come on, Erica.
Swim.
Get down
Wait.
there.
And I looked and I saw David, and next thing you know, he was down. And I'm still processing the fact that this is all happening and that there's suddenly now this baby whale. It's amazing. It's also like serene and peaceful and beautiful. I think it's so sweet that the first exchange and interaction was with a baby whale, because they just seem so, I think from both sides, everyone's a little more welcoming and a little more curious.
That was amazing. That was awesome.
Oh, well done. I'm so glad you saw it.
So beautiful.
At times, it felt like her dream was slipping away, but Erica never lost faith.
Well, the honest answer is I've never doubted David, because here I am, and I feel like David's put in a lot of time of going for dreams, and I also feel like for me, I have a lot of dreams and I never let them die.
And that is what the Ocean Adventurer is all about, taking people on an unforgettable trip of a lifetime. Erica set a colossal challenge for the Ocean Adventurer and her crew, and they delivered. After an incredible mission, it is not only our adventurer who is left with a sense of awe and satisfaction.
It was a big relief when we found the humpback whales. I knew that she would be really happy with the experience. If we do pull it off, it's always a great relief and makes me very happy.
I would take just about any opportunity to get out at sea and to dive and explore the ocean. Getting to do that on board this boat with this group of crazy people is so much fun. There are so few people who have the patience, the guts, and the stamina to explore the Cape waters and really dive with the animals that call this place home. It's not easy. It's cold, it's rough, it's unpredictable. It's definitely one of the most challenging places in the world, and you need the kind of captain like David who has so much knowledge of the ocean, so much knowledge of the animals and this coastline. It really is special to be part of a team who all believes in the same thing, who all believes that this coastline is worth exploring and is magnificent.
Next time on Ocean Adventurer.
I never thought that I would actually go out at sea, in the deep sea, and dive with sharks.